GP Season 3 following the Mubadala SailGP Season 3 Grand Final on the shores of San Francisco Bay. I'm your host, Lisa Darmanin, and I'm speaking to you live from the SailGP Media Centre, where Australia's SailGP team has claimed an incredible victory in the championship final race to win the season championship trophy and $1 million. We are joined by our winning driver, Tom Slingsby, and team strategist, Natasha Bryant, and our new SailGP Season 3 champions. As you will know by now, we crown two champions at the end of the season, one for sport and one for the planet. And we are also joined by Season 3 Impact League champions, the Denmark SailGP team presented by Rockwool, represented by Nikolai Sehested, and strategist Katja Salskov-Everson. Well, Tom, we'll start with you. Congratulations. How does it feel to win for the third time?
It feels unbelievable, obviously. That was just a crazy race. Crazy week, crazy year. But this one feels the best, just the way we sailed all year. And just before the race, I just said, everyone here I'm just so proud of. And no matter what happens, we win together and we lose together. But I'm really proud of everyone there. And fortunately for us, things went our way and we're able to win the final as well.
Well, the crowd was on the edge of their seats on that last turning mark. What was going through your mind?
It's bad that this is going through my mind so close to the finish and when we're in that position. But I was thinking, I can't believe you're going to lose it from here. And I can't believe I'm going to choke like this in front of all these people, everyone watching around the world. That actually went through my head. We had such a comfortable lead, and then I decided that I wanted to sort of shut the race down a bit and do extra manoeuvres to make sure they don't get different wind. And in the end, they didn't really get different wind, but they were tacking in better positions, and they were able to foil out of the tacks a bit better than we were. We were tacking in less wind, and they just kept gaining. And fortunately, we did the tack just enough room in the last move, and were able to hold on to the finish.
Well, Nikolai, you know how hard it is to execute a manoeuvre like that. Were you watching the race? What were you thinking?
Yeah, I was watching the race. So, yeah. No, I think, to be honest, I think Australia deserved it. They sailed that race so well if you discard the last minute. But, yeah, they were just faster and smarter sailing. So, yeah, I was a bit surprised with the extra tacks on the upwind leg with that boat speed. But I also understand the game. You don't want to take any risks or chances when you're sailing so well.
Well, Tash, part of your job is to keep Tom informed where everybody else is on the race course. Were you busy out there this afternoon?
Yeah, well, the first lap and a half was pretty relaxed. It was just in our own groove. And then as soon as it started closing in a bit, we had to keep our eyes open a bit more.
And how hard was it? It was a changing day. We know that the waves were picking up, the tide was playing into it. Tom, how did you need to adapt throughout that race?
Yeah, in the last race, it was for sure the current was picking up, but the wind really died off. It was really solid, steady breeze all race, and then on the last upwind, it just started flaking out, and there was less and less wind, and got a bit more patchy. And I guess I didn't react to that as well as I could have. In hindsight, I would have sailed that last leg very differently. I just didn't react to the changing conditions as well as I could have.
Well, Tash, you were here supporting the team last year and probably watching them on TV the year before. What does it mean to win alongside them?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy after watching for a couple of years. I can't believe I'm here, and I'm just so stoked to be around everyone.
Well, Nikolai, there's two trophies here. What does it mean for you and your team to win the Impact League?
Oh, it's massive for the team, and it's a goal we set quite early on. We thought that was a trophy we really wanted in our team, and we worked really hard for it. You don't win a trophy like this. I know it's all about the sailing at the moment, but this is also a really, really hard trophy to win. All the teams are putting in a lot of work and doing a lot of things right. So we're super happy that we managed to win it in the end. And
Katja, I think you were last year, and now you've won it. What have you done as a team to turn things around?
Yeah, as Nikolai says, we just, I think we looked each other in the eyes last year and thought that trophy, we're going to take that next year. We really want to take this one because it's important to us. And then the whole team got together and we really made a big effort this year and managed to get it. So super proud of the team and what we've achieved this year.
Well, the Aussies get $1 million, but you also get some money for your purpose partner, Nikolai. What's that money going to go towards?
I think those money are really important, and we have a responsibility of using them well and keep creating new initiatives and creating more awareness of the sustainability. So the money will be spent and reinvested in the Impact League and trying to do a better job next year so we can win it again in season 4. It's not far away.
And Tom, you also have an impact partner. Do you think they'll be pretty stoked with your win?
Yeah, Parlay for the Oceans. It's amazing. Us winning here and the sailing allows us to give them a portion of our prize money, and they'll put that to good use, cleaning up the oceans of plastic and a lot of beach cleanups and things like that. So it's amazing that we can contribute that way. Weren't able to win the Impact League this year. These guys were too good, but I feel very proud that we can put some of our prize money towards them.
Well, we'll throw it to the floor shortly, but what does it mean to you to win for Australia and for your family and friends? And I saw everyone cheering you on when you got to the dock.
Yeah, it's unbelievable just to it kind of feels like you're thanking everyone for all the support over all the years. They're there even when we're not winning. They're there when we have terrible events and the chips are down, and they're always still there supporting us. So it just feels like we give back, but then also just, I guess, the patriotism. Australia at the top step. We say for a long time that we believe, I've said this 100 times, I believe that Australia's got the best sailors in the world, and it's nice to be able to back that up with some evidence. So, it's a really satisfying feeling, mainly a patriotic feeling.
Okay, any questions from the room?
Tom, congratulations. 3 straight. The talk about going into this one was if you did do it against this elite class of field, you would become the best sailor in the world. I know you hate that title, but is that how it feels like for you at the moment?
No, I'm never going to ever say that I'm the best sailor of all time. Anything that I've done in the last 10 years, I've had this team behind me. So if I'm ever called the best, it's the same for everyone behind me. I haven't won barely anything without these people. But for me, Ben Ainsley will always be the greatest. I grew up watching him. When I was 15 years old, sitting on Sydney Harbour watching the Sydney Olympics, he match raced a guy, Robert Scheidt, to the gold medal, and it was right then and there that I said, I want to become a professional sailor, and I want to try to do what he's done. And so he's such an inspiration to me, and to me it doesn't really matter what we do from now on in our careers. What Ben's done in the past, he'll always be an idol to me, and even though I've got a couple of wins on him lately, to me he's always going to be the GOAT.
Congratulations to both teams for the different trophies. Tom, really quick, so season 4 starts in Chicago. How do you get the motivation going to get your team psyched? Is it tougher to be on top of the mountain again, or what's the motivation going forward?
I have not even thought about Chicago. Honestly, yeah. But, yeah, we know our purple patch, this run we're on, is going to come to an end. But I've said it to the team multiple times, like, we've just got to really enjoy this moment, because our reign will come to an end, and we're going to be sitting there beating ourselves up saying we used to be so good. But we've just got to keep it going as long as we can, and we've really got to sort of look at these moments and look at the dynamic we have the team and the atmosphere and the feeling between the team and how we respond to criticism and all these things, because what we're doing now, we continue to improve and we continue to be able to find ways to beat our competitors, and we're going to go through some dark days ahead. I have no plans of leaving SailGP, and I know I'm not going to retire undefeated, so we got to really look at these moments, because we're in the peak of our career and the best moments, and when I'm retired in the future, I'm going to look back on this and just think of this as the best time of my life, really. So it's exciting for me, and we'll look forward to Chicago soon, but we won't think about it once tonight.
Congratulations, guys. From your 3 championship wins, you've won the San Francisco event and then gone on to win the grand final. I guess that's proof that you deserve to win, but are you happy with that format? Would you like to see it change to an on-aggregate type of thing? How do you see it?
Honestly, that decision's way above my pay grade. But yeah, it's hard. For sure, I'm not going to lie, we would have felt a little hard done by if we won the series this year with an event to spare. We wouldn't have even had to come here. In the old format of sailing, we wouldn't have even had to rock up here. And then we won the San Francisco event comfortably. And then to think that we could still lose the series heading into that final race, I was dreading that thought, because I would have felt so hard done by that. We can't be the ones with this trophy again at the end of that. And I think that would have been really tough. But it's a race that sort of stops a nation. Everyone from around the world tune in because we don't know who's going to win. If we didn't have this format, it would have been over before this event. We would have been just doing a victory lap and just sort of delivering the boat round and no one really tuning in and caring how we did in this event. But the format we have, everyone tuned in. We had the 3 best teams out there and everyone got to witness an amazing race. And I think that's better for our sport as a whole moving forward, as we're going to create new interest, more spectators, more fans, and that's a good thing.
Nikolai, with kind of the advancement of Denmark this year, off the water going from last to first in the Impact League and then obviously improving a lot on the water, do you feel like that championship kind of fuels you guys to perform next year as well, on and off the water?
Oh, for sure we improved on the water this year. Obviously it's a little bit tough day for us right now, finishing equal points with Canada for the podium here in San Fran, but we have improved. Last year in San Fran we weren't even close to get a podium. So, but yeah, it's I think we are really motivated in any championship, Impact League and also on the water. So you definitely not see us giving up. We just got to work harder, and we're still far away from the top guys, especially Australia. But we always knew it's going to take a while to catch them, and who knows if we'll catch them, but we're definitely going to try.
Well, we might wrap things up there and let our sailors go away and celebrate. What an incredible season it has been. Thank you all for being part of making Season 3 of SailGP our best ever. But fear not, fans, SailGP is back for an even bigger season in just 1 month's time, when SailGP Season 4 kicks off with a Rolex United States Sail Grand Prix Chicago at Navy Pier. That's the first of 12 incredible events that will span the globe, from Sydney to New York, and some exciting news: we will also have a brand new national team on the start line for Season 4. So keep an eye on sailgp.com for all the details. Thank you and congratulations again to our SailGP Season 3 champions.